far this season, Prokopec has been the right medicine for the LA pitching staff, having won as many games as teammate Kevin Brown. That would be 6. Wednesday, he was opposed by Arizona's Curt Schilling, trying to become the major's first 10-game winner. To the Bob, Prokopec facing Jay Bell. And fate is what you decide to do next. Bell. That's going off the top of the wall and out. 2 for 4. He's hitting .294. That's his 9th home run of the year. Meanwhile, Curt Schilling, awesome. Ask Mark Rudzelanek, Adrian Beltre, and then Prokopec. 8 Ks for Schilling, 108 on the year, tied for 2nd with Kerry Wood in the NL. Jeff Rebele can't find it. Bottom 5, Mark Grace, runner on 3rd. The liner, just fair. Jay Bell is that runner on 3rd, and he comes in to score, and Arizona has a victory. 4-1 over the Dodgers. Schilling becomes the major's first 10-game winner, his 4th complete game of the year. Mark Grace extends his hitting streak to 15 games as Arizona has won 10 of 12 overall.
Padres pitcher safe for a night. Giants giving Barry Bonds a regular old day of rest. But Woody Williams still had to pitch to Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent, 2 base hit. Russ Davis scores MVP, only 1 knock. Drove in his 42nd run, 2-zip Giants. Bottom 3rd, Benito Santiago in 1st. Rich Aurelia says, why don't we all just kind of trot home? Good height, 2-run homer, his 10th of the season. Hitting .371 now. Top 4, 6-1 Giants. Chris Gomez, Kirk Reeder, and, well, it all works, doesn't it? Eventually, Ramon Martinez bare hands it over to Reeder. And the Giants on their way to a 6-4 win. Reeder improves to 8-2 all-time against the Padres. And even without Bonds, Gents win their 3rd straight after. Bottom 5th, Ben Petrick, though, against Scott Ellerton. And that would be not just his 1st, but his 2nd homer of the night. 2-run job, 3-1 Rocks. Petrick now with 5, and he's hitting .237. Rocks led 9-2 going into the 9th. Then it's 9-7, 0-2 on Charlie Hayes, and he delivers a little bingo. Nicely done. Richard Hidalgo will score, but it's going to cost $5 in the Kangaroo Court to the pitchers. Astros down 9-8. Jose Jimenez against Craig Biggio. This time he gets it right. He gets it right back in. Rockies win by a count of 9-8 in this one. Brian Bohannon, just off the DL, has now won 2 in a row. It's his 1st win of the season at Coors Field. He had been 0-4 with an ERA of more than 14. He's a former draw.
Battle in the AL Central, Indians Twins. Bases loaded for Tom Prince. Prince, king for a day. You would think, but Juan Gonzalez makes a great catch, but Gonzo would end up with a strain right groin. He's day-to-day. 1-0 Indians. Einar Diaz on 3rd. Ellis Burks. Burks, his only hit of the game. He's hitting .308. It drove in Diaz. RBI number 42 for Burks. It's 2-0. Twins looking for a rally. Bottom 4, they get it. Already running for the Twins. 2 men in. Tom Prince likes the pitch off of CC Sabathia. Ground rule double. Corey Koski scores. We're tied at 2. Meanwhile, with 2 men on, Bob Wells on in relief, hits Ellis Burks to load the bases. Next batter, Roberto Alomar. Good placement. In the gap it goes. Diaz would score. Kenny Lofton would score. Burks would score. 3 RBIs for Alomar. He was 2 for 5 in this game. He's hitting .344. He's got 38 ribbies on the year. Here's a stunning Doug Minkiewicz. Indians win 5-2. The
Love work on Tuesday, and here with the bat, whoops, off Pat Rapp. Over to Wally Joyner, who takes it. That's just your basic 1-3 putout. Top 9, tight game, 2-1 A's. Eric Chavez, 3 hits on the night. That would be his 3rd one. That would be his best one. Very high, very far. 7th homer of the season. And the A's win it by a count of 4-1. Gopher ball off Ben Weber. Tim Hudson improves to 6-1 lifetime against the Angels. He's 4-0 in his last 7 starts overall.
5 RBIs for Mike Sweeney. Ray Sanchez with 3 hits. And Kansas City doubles it up on the White Sox 12-6. Just the 2nd defeat in the last 12 games for Chicago.
The Cubs, who if the world ended tomorrow would still need 1 more year, they're also in 1st place. After 13 straight wins, Seattle fans now throw the standings at A-Rod instead of counterfeit cash. Chicago's won 13 of 14 with Sammy Sosa homers and 1 hitters in equal measure. 2. Start our hot watch at Safeco Field. M's and the Rangers. There's Alex Rodriguez. A little flare off Jamie Moyer. And Ichiro put his glove on the handlebar of his bike and came to the park and makes the catch. Let's look at it again. He's Ichiro. The backhand grab, and of course, he also added 2 hits. Darren Oliver for Texas back in the mound. First start since May 7th. The last time out, Oliver Well, he just didn't get out of the way of a comebacker, and that got his pitching hand, and that was sideline him for about a month. How'd he do? First batter he faces, Ichiro, and he gets him. Half swing, full strike, you're out. Bottom one, nobody on, 2 outs. Edgar Martinez, pretty much all he does is hit and drive in runs. His 8th homer of the season. He drove in 2 in this one. 48 on the year. At this point, 1-zip Mariners. Top 6, 2 outs. Jamie Moyer gets Gabe Kapler. Kapler, 2 Ks, 2 walks on the night. Moyer, 7 innings pitched, 7 Ks. Bottom 8, 2-zip Mariners. Brett Boone. There's your Major League RBI leader, adding 1 to his total. Now 65. He leads the Bigs by 1. 6th in the 8th for the home team, and they go on to win it easily, 7-3. The M's 4th straight series sweep. Moyer improves to 5-0 with the save this season, and A-Rod in his 2nd series back in Seattle, 1 for 10. Over the last 23 seasons, the Seattle Mariners now are tied with 4 other teams for the 3rd longest win streak in the majors, 14 of the 6 other teams on this list. 3 teams were division winners in the year of their respective streak, but only one, just one, 91 Twins were world champions. On to the Cubbies and Cardinals at the friendly confines. Kerry Wood on the hill and against J.D. Drew. Drew missed. Wood 6 Ks in 7 innings. Top 4 Cubs up 2-zip. Drew up again. Eric Young throws home to get Jim Edmonds. Joe Girardi. Now what's happening here? He's not safe. He's not out. What's happening? Girardi goes over and he tags out Edmonds. There you go. You're out. Ed Rapawano, the ump. He's on top of this one. Look at it again. Edmonds airballs the plate with both feet. You're out. Move on. Bottom 5, Matt Stairs leading off, and for the 4th straight game, Matt Stairs has himself a home run. This one off Darryl Kyle, his 8th of the year, and it's 3-0 Cubbies. Top 6, bases loaded for Drew again, and Drew popped up. Be a home run if we're playing on a silo. We're not. We're playing at Wrigley. Wood. I got it! Drew stranded 4-1 out. 2 batters later after an RBI ground out by Albert Pujols. Wood strikes out Ray Langford. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. During the 7th inning, Ford Frick Award winner Jack Buck from the Cards.
The color of this jacket. Take me out to the ball for the Cardinals. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Oh, Jack fooling with the home folks. Of course, his former broadcast partner, Harry Carey. Bottom 7, Sammy Sosa goes yard. There's the 3rd homer he's had during this stretch, 17th of the year, and that's a winner. Far from Jack Buck for Chicago, 4-1. Let's call it 14 of 15 for the Cubbies. Their lead over the Cards now 4. Kerry Wood repeating, 1 run, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 5 walks, and he said he knew early he didn't even have his overpowering stuff. He still wins his 4th straight. Cubs are rolling thanks in large part to Rondell White and Matt Stairs' offensive contribution. The duo has combined to blast 11 homers, score 18 runs, and drive in 20 over the past 11 outings, 10 of which are Cub wins. White, an 11-game hitting streak. Stairs, as I said, 4 homers. Reds, Beermaker, Cincinnati, an extra inning win on Tuesday. They turned back the clock to 1971 then on Wednesday, and Jimmy Haynes was born in 72. Gives up a hit to Ruben Rivera, who had 4 knocks on the night. Dimitri Young scored. Sean Casey tried to score. He did not score. Hosed at the plate by Jose Hernandez, but still 1-zip Reds. Top 4, Jason LaRue and Haynes. Whoops, uncorks a wild pitch. Sean Casey will score from 3rd, and the Reds are up 2-0. Bases loaded for LaRue. Haynes walked him. So this time he gets an RBI for his work as Casey scores again. The Reds up 4-1. This cannot make Dave Bristol happy or Davey Lopes, Brewers manager, separated by 30 years. Haynes, 4 earned runs in 5 frames, 3 walks in the wild pitch. And why the Brewers went back to 71 is a bit of a mystery. It wasn't the team's first season in Milwaukee, and that year they were 69-92.
First ever 4-hit game for Mike Lowell. The Marlins crushed the Pirates 7-2. Ryan Dempster wins his 3rd straight start. Todd Ritchie will just love hearing this. He becomes the first Pirates pitcher in the club's 115-year history to start a season 0-8. Braves 4 games over 500 for the first time this year back in Montreal. Hideki Arabu just can't get it done against Rico Brogna. Brogna's 3rd homer off Arabu in 13 at-bats. Bottom of the 5th, John Burkett pitching a 1-hitter. Jeff Bloom so impressed. Next batter against Burkett is Andy Tracy. Can't find that, just watching it. In bottom 6, Curtis Pride pinch hitting to no avail. 7 Ks for Burkett. Braves win. Burkett improves to 6-0 lifetime at Olympic Stadium, allowing just 2 hits in 7 2/3. Rocker is 16th save and 18 chances. Look out, Atlanta has won 7 of its last 8. Phils to a 4th straight loss. Bobby V doing strategy. 1-0 Phils, first base open in the 4th. Glendon Rush intentionally walks Pat Burrell. Up next, Travis Lee with runners on 1st and 3rd. Double play possibility. Desi Relaford, though, has a problem. He flips the ball away, so Abreu would score. The plan backfires. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. Bottom 5, 2 on, 2 out. Bregden facing Burrell. Burrell, you know, he just kills the Mets. Doesn't matter how. It's a broken bat drive. Darrell Hamilton can't get it. Doug Glanville, Scott Rowland would score on that. Burrell, RBI number 29 and 30, fills up 5-zip. Meanwhile, Amari Telemaco facing Robin Ventura. 3 hits the other night. Nothing there. Telemaco's first career complete game is also his first win in 5 starts. The Phils end their losing skid at 3 and have now taken 4 of 5 games from the defending NL champs. Orioles looking to take their 2nd straight from the Yanks after a leadoff homer by Jerry Hairston Jr. Ted Lilly pitching, and Lilly and Mike Bordick. And Bordick, is there any doubt? 2 homers in this game for Bordick, his first ever career multiple homer game. It was 3-0 Orioles in the 5th, and then on 1st and 2nd, Todd Green making his Yankee debut. Jets called up from AAA Columbus, and that off of Jose Mercedes. And Green would get a curtain call for that, his first ever at the stadium. We're tied at 3. Yanks down 1, though, in the 8th. Scott Brocious drew up with first base open. Mike Hargrove was going to give Brocious the free pass to get to Green. So the bases are loaded. Green gets called back to the dugout, and look who is coming in. Jorge Posada. Sprained thumb? I don't know about that.
Drilled to right and deep and down. A pinch hit grand slam for Jorge Posada.
The voice of Charlie Steiner giving you that game-winning call. The Yankees find a way. For Posada, his 2nd grand slam this season. He had been out of the starting lineup with a sprained thumb. Guess that thumb is better. Mike Stanton pitches 1 2/3 scoreless innings during his 5th win in 6 decisions.
Tigers, Red Sox, would 9 innings be enough? Top 4, already 4-0 Tigers. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bobby Higginson going to add to that. 2 runs will score. Higginson 2 for 4. 6-zip Tigers. Higginson 3 RBIs in the game. Bottom 4, same score. Dave Malecki. Hey, they're going to pitch to Manny. And they strike out Manny Ramirez. They did it twice. Red Sox down 6-3. 2 runners on. First base open. They pitch to Manny again and again. Dave Malecki gets him a harmless pop out. 4 intentional walks Tuesday, but Phil Garner, run it. Anyway, bottom 8 still 6-3 Tigers. Matt Anderson and Manuel Aristides Ramirez. You get in this house right now. 6-4-3 double play. Manny the collar in 4 trips. Tigers win it 7-3, end their 6-game losing streak. And Blue Jays ended a 5-game losing streak Tuesday. This time against the Devil Rays. 22-year-old rookie Joe Kennedy making his major league debut, and that is a major league hook. The Deuce, the Yacker, the Yellow Hammer gets Shannon Stewart on his very first batter. Then his 3rd batter, Mo Modesty, looks at strike 3. Bottom 5th, runners on 1st and 2nd for Brad Fulmer. Bradley Ryan Fulmer, you get in this house right now. A 3-6-1 twin killing. Kennedy 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and Tampa Bay wins it 6-2. Kid's not bad with 6-0 with an ERA of .99 and 11 doubles.